backwards a little bit. This is kind of what I want you to get to. So you're going to get last week's COVID crash channel list. It's quite a big one, and turn it into a stage plot in Vectorworks. So I'm just going to quit Vectorworks and start from scratch. So hopefully I saved that. And there's a couple of things you need to do to set up Vectorworks to make sure it's operating in the right sort of mode. So the first thing I want you to do once Vectorworks opens is identify 3 windows. Now the windows I want you to identify are the resource manager, the tool sets, and the object info palette. So if you look at this Vectorworks here, this over here is the tool set, this is the resource manager, and if I go window palettes, this is the object info palette here. Now, for while you're building, you probably won't need that, but you will need it later. So the first thing you want to do is set Vectorworks to Spotlight mode if it isn't already. So go Tools, Workspaces, Spotlight Australia. The second thing I want to do is set this to Landscape. So in order to do that, we go File, Page Setup, Printer Setup, Landscape. Now you've got it in landscape, I want to change the scale, and this is how you do it. You go Tools, Organization. Now classes are how you organize separate objects. Layers are what you actually work in. So most of your editing of objects is going to be just in classes. In this design layer, we have a scale of 1 to 50. Double click it and go Scale. Back that down to 1 to 20 or 20 to 1. And your grid should change. So now we've got our template for our plan. I'd like to actually save the file name of the plan now. So let's call it CUA PPM 401. This isn't actually a task, so let's go exercise 7 and initials. So save that. All right, so now we're going to start creating a plan. And the first thing we're going to do is set the instruments up. So we're going to take a lot of things from pre-build format. So we need our window palettes resource manager, and we're going to search for a drum kit. Give Vectorworks a little second to think. Try drums. All right, try drum, and we're going to look for something called a typical drum kit. There it is there. Click it, click on your plan to place it, and click it again. And that'll put it on your plan. Just go to my selection arrow, and I'm going to put this up here at the back stage. Next thing I'm going to want you to do is place the stringed instruments. So we're going to go to search for guitar. I'm going to get you to create a Nightfly guitar. Place it. And a precision bass, and place it. So grab your instruments, put them in place. So we've got a guitar 1 is there, guitar 2 is there, and bass is right down the end here. I'm going to get you to then put some amps in. So from the resource manager again, going to get you to use a orange TH30, which is an amp that's in here. And we'll just place that. It sort of gives us a to scale box. It's not actually the amp model that we're going to be using. At this point we don't know that. We're going to get you to label them. So we're going to call this one Guitar 1 amp. I'm going to get you to select both the label and the... I'm just going to delete these. I'm going to get you to select the label and the amp. Right click, go align center, and again align middle. So now we've lined up that text, and copy and paste the labeled version. Once you've done that, you can go in and edit the name. So this will be guitar 2 amp. And this will be bass amp. Next step is we're going to create some DIs. So we've got DIs across our stage, and we're going to manually create these. So we're just going to create a little box here. and use a text tool. Go DI. Do the same alignment trick again. So select both, go align center and align middle. And you can actually group these as well. So that is Control G is the shortcut, and we want a harp DI, a acoustic DI, a violin DI, and a bass DI. Now I want you to label these as well. So this one here will be harp. Now by harp we're talking about a blues harp here, not a string harp. This one here will be acoustic. This one here will be violin. Now I'm just using the mouse wheel to roll in and out. And this one here will be bass. Okay, zooming back out. Now we haven't left much space for our wedges, so I'm just going to grab everything except the drum kit and move it back a bit. Okay, we've got our amps placed, guitars placed, our DIs placed. Let's place all the vocals. So we're going to go back to Resource Manager, and we're going to go microphone stand. And choose the 46 microphone stand. Now we've got a vocal there. We'll put in the text. So this one here is going to be Vox 1. Once you've got it in place, you can group them and copy and paste them. Now between this vocal and the main vocal, there's actually a trumpet. So I'm going to put that in now. Exit that group. Grab that. Put that in here. This can be vocal 2. Now the reason I'm going into the group is because I'd group the objects and now the text is inside the group. This one here will be vocal 3. Copy and paste that again. To vocal 4. No vocals on bass, but we do have a drum vocal. So I'll just put that in drum vocals. Okay, so I think we've got our channels in there. We're still missing a couple. There's a sax here. I'm just going to move this DI down, and over here, oh no, that's correct. We can just move that out there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vocals. Now we can do our wedges. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to go to our Resource Manager. We're going to get a QSC K12 powered speaker. Drop it in. And drop that in. Now let's put some text in there. Actually, let's rotate that as well. In the negative about 15 degrees. No, we went the wrong way, so modify that. 30 degrees. And we're going to put text in for that. That'll be foldback 1. Who is it for? Guitar 1. So I'm just going to move that into the plan. Put in foldback 2. Trump. Fallback 3. Put that in there. That'll be sax. Copy that again. Fallback 4. Is guitar 2. That makes this one fallback 3. Let's move that over there. Fallback 5 is violin. Fallback 6 is bass, and then finally that can be a drum fill, and that'll probably be on the other side, but we'll leave it there for now. This is fallback 7, D fill for drum fill. So I've got everything sort of roughly in place. I'm just going to move these things up a bit more. I'll show you why in a second. And let's actually move this half a stage a bit more in. Okay, so now we're looking good. We've got everything in place. We're going to end this video there, and I'll show you how to actually present it.